Returnal may appear to be yet another third-person action game with the PlayStation Studios splash screen attached to it. Nothing could be further from those facts, however. Returnal is a bold move forward for Housemarque, demonstrating that the studio has one of the best working teams in the industry. Now, most of Returnal is best experienced on your own, so I won't show more than the first 30 minutes of the game in this video, and I'll briefly show one boss fight, but more than that won't be spoiled. The official description reads as follows, quote, "After crash landing on a shape-shifting alien planet, Celine finds herself fighting tooth and nail for survival. Again and again she's defeated, forced to restart her journey every time she dies. In this roguelike shooter, both the planet and your equipment changes with every cycle, forcing you to adapt your playstyle and take on evolving challenges. Engage enemies in a bullet hell-fueled clashes. Scavenge alien technology for upgrades to your abilities. Forge a personal connection with the planet and piece together Celine's story." End quote. The game takes place on Atropos, a strange and uncharted world where the protagonist, Space Scout Celine, becomes trapped in a never-ending loop. After her ship, Helios, is destroyed by a crash landing, she starts to explore her surroundings in search of an unseen signal, which will be uncovered as the game progresses. The problem is that every time she dies, she returns to the crash site and the planet's landscape changes. Returnal also takes very big risks. Thankfully though, most of them do pay off. Returnal is a must-have if you own a PlayStation 5. The idea of Returnal hooks you straight away. Celine is stuck in a time loop after a short scripted opening. As I said, anytime she dies, she returns to the ruins of a wrecked spacecraft and must set out again to solve the puzzles of the strange planet. She must also figure out how she got caught in this never-ending loop. You begin with a basic weapon, but it is adequate for dealing with early enemies. As you kill them, your firearm proficiency level rises, making any weapon you encounter that much more effective. New guns are found on a reasonably regular basis, and they follow a usual pattern, for example, a machine gun, a handgun, and so on. Later guns, on the other hand, becomes more experimental. The Rotgland Lobber fires acid rounds that inflict damage over time, while the Electropylon Driver fires rods that binds with destructive force, and enemies tethered to them are constantly weakened. Returnal's plot takes a backseat to the gameplay, but it does come to a satisfying, if somewhat hurried, conclusion. There's also a real hidden ending linked to a series of post-game collectibles that may further fill the gaps, but I did have to look this up on YouTube as I didn't discover it on my own. Some guns feel more useful than others, but strong alt-fire attacks and weapon traits are assigned at random and will make a significant difference to any gun that you have fitted. You'll spend much of your time dodging streams of brightly colored missiles by running, skipping, and dashing around enemies. Platforming sections will break up the stressful battle experiences as you progress, although the jumps are a little floaty, making accurate landings difficult. These parts do add for some much needed variety. In addition, no save rooms or pause options are available. That is right, you'll lose everything and launch the crash site if you turn the game off in the middle of a section. The rest mode function of PS5 can be used to suspend the game, but it's technically cheating. This was implemented to prevent players from cheating death with repeated saves and makes it easier for people who can't spend hours at a time to play a game. Artifacts and Milligan chests, on the other hand, will both infect you with negative malfunctions. You can use your precious ether to cleanse these products. Then there are mechanisms like overloading, which is similar to active reloading in Gears of War, and Adrenaline, which gives you upgrades for killing 3 enemies without taking damage. The game's distinct biomes are all procedurally generated, with the exception of one in the game's latter part, which seems to be a palette swap. Though you'll soon learn to recognize individual spaces, enemy positioning is always unpredictable. While well-placed checkpoints and shortcuts do reduce the need to repeatedly visit previous biomes, certain areas do become tedious. Returnal is an excellent demonstration of the PS5's capabilities. Graphically, the game is beautiful. Anything looks fantastic, from the impressive environmental architecture to tiny things like plants, trees, or the enemy's tentacles. This would practically be impossible to run on a PS4 or a PS4 Pro. Then there is the use of the PS5's DualSense controller's special functionality. The DualSense simulates everything from raindrops on your metallic helmet to the buzz of your pistol getting ready to fire a strong shot using haptic feedback. Returnal delivers in an unexpected and challenging way, with an engaging story that often hits me with emotions that I did not expect from a Housemarque game. It did have some crashes which caused me to lose around 30 minutes of progress each time. Unfortunate, but something that can be fixed with future patches. After around 20 hours or so, I wanted more of this game and I hope they deliver. If I had to put a score on this, then I'd easily give it a 9 out of 10. I'd like to thank PlayStation Nordic for providing me with a review key, and for more gaming content, check out the rest of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the RedTieGuy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.